Here we introduce Serpentine routing, now available in DesignSpark PCB version 13 Engineer subscription. Using this simple example circuit, we wish to reduce the skew of this differential pair and control the track length of these two tracks. This is the result, and the final skew and track lengths are within the set limits. We now show the required steps to achieve this. The tracks from top to bottom are the net clock save with a required net length of between 850 and 1000 thou. Next we have a differential pair consisting of the nets df1_n and df1_p. These have a required skew of 25 thou maximum. And at the bottom we have the net clock master with a required net length of between 2000 and 2100 thou. These required net lengths have been defined in the design technology net classes. A net class named diff pair has been defined with the skew at 25 thou. And two net classes, net length and net length 2, with required minimum and maximum track lengths. With the net classes defined, the nets have been set to use these classes as shown. To illustrate Serpentine routing, we have also enabled the nets bar and configured this to display the current net lengths and the target net length range and skew. First we illustrate the one-shot mode and apply a Serpentine route to the clock master track. Click the track to highlight, then from Utilities select Serpentine and then Serpentine selected tracks. A window opens to allow configuration of the Serpentine parameters, maximum amplitude, minimum amplitude and separation, which define the limits of the Serpentine. The minimum number of cycles can also be defined, but this will typically be left at 1. The mitre shape can also be defined. 180-degree curved will typically be used, but octagonal, sawtooth, trombone and user-defined are available. Further details are available in help. Ensure Obey Length Rule is checked and click OK. The Serpentine will be automatically generated obeying your spacing rules and will avoid obstacles. As shown in the nets bar, the track has a length within your defined limits. If you require greater control over the positioning of the Serpentine, a dynamic mode is available. And from the Utilities, select Serpentine mode. The cursor now has a Serpentine icon attached. Right-click and you can select the Serpentine parameters as previously shown, edit as required and click OK. The Serpentine can now be placed where required. Click the starting point and a Serpentine box appears. Drag this along the track and adjust the height to achieve the required lengths as displayed in the head-up display. When the Serpentine is as required, click to place. Use F5 to refresh the window. We now illustrate adjusting the skew of the differential pair. When using the dynamic mode, you do not have to select the track first. Here we select the Serpentine mode and then adjust the Serpentine parameters. To adjust the differential pair skew, ensure the Obey Length Rule is unchecked. Click OK. Now place the Serpentine on the shortest track of the differential pair. Adjust the Serpentine defining box to place the Serpentine and click to place. Here we illustrate placing a Serpent track defined by a different net class minimum maximum track length. The key points to note there are multiple solutions within the length range limits. As the serpentine defining box is stretched, additional serpentine tracks are added of decreasing height. You just select which is best for your layout. Having placed serpentine routes within your design, these are now represented by track segments and behave the same for editing purposes as any other track. So what is the easiest way to remove a serpentine track? Use a selection box. This can include adjacent tracks. Then right click and select Delete Corner as shown. If the selection box included other elements, use Ctrl plus a left mouse click to remove these. Finally, let's examine other mitre modes. First, octagonal, which effectively places mitres instead of curves. Trombone is useful when space is limited, as it places the serpentine tracks within the area of the serpentine defining box. In this instance, it cannot completely meet the track length specified, but this is resolved by placing a second serpentine track to provide additional track length. To conclude this video, we have demonstrated the one-shot mode, which quickly generates a serpentine to meet the track length requirements for high-speed timing constraint. We also demonstrated the dynamic mode to place the serpentine at a specific position on the track, which is also essential for differential pair skew control. Please refer to Help or the Update Notes document for further information.